What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Hard Facts, back like Craig Mack, kicking that brand new flavor in your ear. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. So let's go ahead and get into this content.
Sisters, I understand some of y'all getting your feelings and get real pressed because, women like me tend to stick up for what we believe is right and true and fair and just, which is oftentimes today in 2024, meaning that we are standing up for men. I understand that makes you upset, and perhaps you feel I've gone against the sisterhood cult, and I'm okay with that. But while we're on the topic of the things that you feel is necessary to invest your energy in, I want you to type into your cute little search engine, Plan B rap song, and I want you to listen to the lyrics of one of your fellow sisters. It's pretty disgusting. So while we're out here and upset because women like me won't blindly support women like you, who are apparently more aligned with your gender than what's right in the world, I want you to really think about the representatives of females, the ones on the microphones, the ones who are out here telling the world who we are as a whole. And I want you to really think to yourself, should you be upset with women like me who speak up for what's clearly wrong in the world? Or should you perhaps invest some of that energy into the women like, well, when you Google, you'll find out, who are making us all look stupid, ignorant, incapable of true beliefs or thoughts beyond ourselves, those who are entitled? I mean, which one is it? You choose.
Y'all women that already made y'all choice. She says y'all need to check y'all representatives, which is Sexy Red and what other female named rappers that you could list off, but y'all done already made y'all choice. Y'all not gonna check y'all representatives. Y'all don't give a shit about relationships or men or traditional values or anything of that nature. So y'all not going to be with men in the right way. Y'all not going to side with men. Reason being that y'all the way y'all are today is because being with a man and a man having to lead you, he has to tell you what to do. Y'all don't comprehend that. It's like y'all slow or like y'all stupid. Y'all don't understand and y'all don't want to accept that a person leading you has to tell you what to do. And they don't have to say the shit nicely because they are expected to be the leader. You yourself, as the person who's being led, you could be a dumbass. You could be fucking stupid. You could be an asshole. You could be the type of motherfucker who didn't understand the curriculum in school because your brain doesn't work to the best of other brains out there that work hard than yours. So it's a lot of y'all women out here who fucking stupid. Where I'm going with that is you don't want your man to tell you what to do in a harsh tone when who you are as a person, you do dumb shit. You human. So men and women do dumb shit, but you personally, you might do dumb shit. You might be a fuck up. You might be a slow thinker. You might be a person who can't think as good as others. And even if you are intelligent, book smarts don't equal life smarts. People just do dumb, stupid shit. And a motherfucker ain't gonna lead you nicely all the time. Some of the shit you doing might be getting on their nerves. It just might be dumb, stupid, so on and so forth, that make them talk to you in a certain way. But the point being is leadership, whether it's being said nicely or whether it's being said poorly, y'all don't want it either way when it's coming from a man. And because y'all don't want that, what y'all do to make yourself not susceptible to a man telling you what to do is y'all live in this lifestyle where y'all want to be men. Y'all want to be equal to men. Y'all want to talk to a man and lead a man the way that women expect to be led by men. Y'all want to lead men that way. Essentially, so that you don't have to be told what to do by a man. So that you get to keep your pride. You don't have to wear that, you don't have to wear that, being told what to do by a man. That's all that bullshit is about. And y'all living that reality to the fullest. At the end of the day, men, we ain't on that dumb shit. So that's where, in today's time, women and men are at odds with each other because of that bullshit, amongst other things.
The founder of the soft guy era was Scarface Mark. He motivated men from all around the world to join the soft guy era. However, the history of the soft guy era can be dated back to Jonathan Owens. When he met his beautiful wife, Olympian Simone Biles, he forced Simone Biles to make the first move on a dating site. On a global podcast, he announced to the world that he was the catch. He made this announcement directly in front of his wife, Simone. I can't say that she denied it. For their wedding, Simone bought their matching wedding bands. She was the one that paid for their lavish wedding. Soft guys flip the script and make women pay all the bills. They pay all the bills. They take out the trash and give their men bags of money to splurge on shopping sprees. 2024 is the beginning of the soft guy era thanks to Scarface Mark. Him and Jonathan Owens have changed the rules of the dating game. Drizzle, drizzle.
Now, this guy's personality and his sense of humor is dry, but he's embellishing the story of Jonathan Owens and Simone Biles, and he's doing it for a point. And he's also trying to be sarcastic, funny, facetious, but you can't tell because it's coming across dry. But where he's embellishing the story is that Jonathan Owens did not force Simone Biles to make the first move on a dating app. That just happened genuinely. That's just something that she did. And some other things in there that he may be embellishing is Simone Biles paying for the wedding. I haven't seen any information on that to say if that's true or not. But this guy might just be embellishing to make the point of the criteria of the soft guy era, women doing what would be considered masculine roles, taking out the trash, paying for this, and other things of that nature. So he probably threw that in there just to make the point of the soft guy era. The soft guy era in and of itself, it's sarcasm in and of itself. It's just flipped. It's flipped from what today's woman is saying to men out here on the dating scene. And then whether he think it's Scarface Mark who started it or whoever started it, when they started it as a joke, they just simply flipped what women are saying to men just to show the ridiculousness of it. Now, that's not to say that the soft guy era thing can't take a mind of its own, because as much as y'all women saying fuck us, we could start saying fuck y'all under this soft guy era thing. And yeah, y'all women ain't gotta jump on board with it. Y'all ain't gotta like it. Y'all ain't gotta pay for men's this, that, or the third. Y'all ain't gotta open doors or take out trash or none of that. But at the end of the day, where guys start taking this mindset and not dealing with women who aren't doing these things, or at least some of these things, it's just gonna be a stalemate of sorts, where guys is looking at you like, fuck you, you ain't doing this for me. And you know, y'all women been on y'all bullshit, so y'all could respond back to say fuck you too. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be a stalemate until it wins out by way of who likes who the most. Now imagine if you really like a guy, but because of the mindset that these modern women are in, and the modern man's way to address that and counteract that is to be a dickhead on the soft guy era shit. Imagine if the guy that you like a lot is doing that shit, because he, along with other men, is tired of all of y'all dating rhetoric and all of this bullshit that y'all got to say about dating, when at the end of the day, y'all women are the ones who have gotten away from traditionalism. Y'all have gotten away from it. And platforms like this are simply saying, what the fuck is on y'all mind? The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all have gotten away from traditional shit, trying to chase the equality of a man. That's fucking stupid, because you are not a fucking man. You're trying to chase the equality of a man. Things like the right to work, the right to vote, pay equality, y'all got all that shit. Well, what is all of this extra fairy tale facade bullshit of equality that y'all chasing? Y'all fucking it up.
Kendrick really thought he was safe.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Another single mom. You said I'ma have this kid.
Yo,
Don't give
Brandon
a shit
Jamal
if he's
be
here or
snapping.
not. But now you a
This
single
shit right
mom.
here.
Another single mom. I don't care
This
if
nigga
you talk
snapping.
shit
Listen
about
to
your
him.
baby father, he still hit. Fuck all that blaming, he accountability. You better off checking up on them children before you check on me. This bitch on food stamps and she thinking about addressing me. We ain't gotta get personal, these is just jokes, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about bitches that'll make granddaddy turn in his grave. What's up with all of that narcissism, that intuition ain't demonstrating? That nigga Brandon sound like a hater, bitch, let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you talk, the way that you think. I hate your lashes, bitch. I hate the way that you hate men, but you call yourself a feminist. We hate the Simpsons because they confuse themselves with real niggas. And notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the bros are feeling. 3 kids by 3 baby daddies, goddamn bitch, that's enough.
I know that burnt y'all up. Hit dogs holler. It's too much truth in that. Everything he said in that song is what we don't like about y'all bitches now. Because that is all of y'all. Because all of y'all trying to be like each other. Y'all all trying to be the same. Because y'all all trying to get the bag off of the man. And y'all trying to get the bag off of the man, presenting yourself as a certain type of woman. And that woman that y'all present yourself as really is a fucking escort. And at the end of the day, all you bitches don't look good. A woman who can have a man wrapped around her finger, for the most part, a man killer, is only a woman who looks good, one, and then has that feminine essence, two. But for some reason, whoever sold y'all that all of y'all women could be that, that's what all of y'all trying to do. And all of you bitches look like the bottom of somebody's shoe. So, y'all escorts, ugly escorts at that. And y'all turned into everything that he said in this song. Everything he said in this song. But man, hey, y'all better stop coming for that boy on his platform, because he's snapping and he on y'all necks.
Who's going to tell the 4G pill bros that Drizzle Drizzle doesn't make sense?
Look, if you're broke, just say that. But no, in all seriousness, ladies, you recognize there's no way you can win this, right? There are 2 very specific reasons why this is impossible for you to win. Why it's impossible for you to defeat the soft guy era. Why you will never defeat Drizzle Drizzle. First being that the guys are just using your own arguments. Y'all have had some real fucking doozies. So these guys have unlimited ammo. Like, they have an endless supply of shit to say to you. And the second reason is because they're using your own arguments, anytime you do defeat something they say, you're defeating your own argument. You're defeating yourself. One of the best parts about this is that y'all are getting so fucking upset. And the men are just having the time of their lives. Do you understand how much fun men are having with this? Not just fun doing it, but having even more fun watching all of y'all melt down. Watching all of y'all lose your fucking mind because a man is giving you back that same energy. And they're not offended when you call them soft. Hell, they started this whole thing by calling themselves that. The best part is when you try to insult them, when you try to talk shit about them and make them feel bad about it, they are literally coming back at you with exactly what you said, word for word. Ladies, you have literally already said all the arguments that men will ever need to defeat you. You gave them everything they needed, and now they're using it. I'm sorry to say, ladies, but the soft guy era is impossible to defeat Drizzle Drizzle.
This man right here just said it best. He just said it best. If y'all don't understand that, then you one of them slow bitches I was talking about a few minutes earlier. It's your own nonsense being thrown back at you. That's all it is. It's your own nonsense. And again, y'all women arrive to using this nonsense and conducting yourself within this nonsense under this city girl shit. Trying to be equal to men. Trying to move like men because y'all trying to get even with men for being a man. And then what happened was all of the bullshit that y'all have become trying to get even with men have taken all of that shit in, and then to get even with you, we just threw all that shit back in your face. And we better at it than you because men are natural competitors. We are better at the shit than you. Don't come at us with the bullshit trying to check us and tear us down and put us in place where we'll figure out a way because our minds are logical. The neurons in our brains just hit off to think like that. We're thinkers. We're logical. We gonna come back on that competition level to get your ass back. Y'all tried to get equal. Y'all tried to get back at men because y'all didn't like the fact that men being men, y'all was getting y'all feelings hurt in relationship because y'all didn't want to accept polygamy. Y'all didn't want to accept that a man could love you, but he's going to go venture elsewhere because that is a man's nature. That is our job. It is your nature to understand that if you still have a good man provider taking care of you, you got to check your emotions on that. You got to start thinking and using your brain and saying, okay, that's just how a man gonna be. I don't like it, but that's how a man gonna be. He gonna go venture off elsewhere, get his dick wet elsewhere, do what he want to do over there. He might have, that might be some side shit, some whatever, or it might be his other wives. It might be me, other wives. That kind of shit y'all didn't want to accept. That's mainly what it is. Y'all didn't want to accept the nature of a man. So all of these decades leading up to now with all this feminism, equality shit, and the modern woman now trying to move like a man, y'all want to compete. That's really what y'all want to do. Men compete against men all the fucking time. And then we have to bow down to the men that we lose to, or the men that we win against. They have to bow down to us. There has to be some kind of mutual respect game there because, nigga, you lost. Y'all want to compete? That's really what we natural competitors. And that's all this shit is. It's shit getting thrown back in your face. Your shit getting thrown back in your face better than you can throw it in our face.
This is one of the realest drizzle satire, reverse
There's so
psychology
much of this going around now because y'all women, it's hurt
that I've ever seen
about this drizzle shit
on social media, on TikTok. This is wild how all of these women is going back and forth with these men. He said the whole tone out of a joke, and it done went 11 times around the moon on TikTok, and it all came from reverse psychology. That was smooth as ever.
as a motherfucker.
And I've been laughing for a minute because I caught it from the first snippet when I seen what was going on, and I just been laughing and laughing, and these women about to lose. Calm down, ladies, calm down. It was just a joke. It was a real legit joke. Reverse psychology on how women actually be sounding, saying half of the stuff that they actually be saying out of their mouth. If you gotta make it make sense, make it make
Make it make
sense.
sense.
And he just did it in reverse as far as a man saying it and seeing how it sounded. And oh, he done pissed off everybody. Log off TikTok, log off TikTok, log
Hell nah. See, she get it. She seems like the type of woman who, because she is a logical, analytical thinker, she is going to move with the wave of her man and the man that she is with. She comes across as that kind of woman. Whatever's going on with her and her man, I guarantee she's not the type to, as long as she ain't picked the wrong one, because y'all do that. Again, pick better, choose better. But as long as she ain't picked the wrong one, she picked the right one. I guarantee whatever debates and spats and all of this that they have, guarantee she's not trying to sprinkle his ass and prove this and prove that and be all in her emotions about, oh, this nigga want other women. And she seems like the type who will analytically get it, will process the information and say, okay, he want other women. That's how men are. Well, let me acquiesce to that. Or he wants to do this, he wants to do that. Does he take care of me? Does he protect me? Does he provide for me? Okay. Does he allow me to do the woman shit I want to do? Okay. Well then, let him do the man shit he gonna do. She seems like that kind of analytical, logical brain kind of person, human being. She just happens to be a female. And I guarantee that her relationships is fine. I guarantee it.
Drizzle Drizzle means I'm too broke to make it rain.
Drizzle Drizzle means I already bought these $100,000 geodes, so I know I'm good. I need you to drizzle to step up to show me you're equal. Drizzle Drizzle means I'm in my soft guy era. I'm taking my $9,000 Fujifilm camera and traveling the world to do photography. And if you can't fund that to help me start my art gallery, then you're not a good person, Drizzle Drizzle. Because what kind of girl who claims to be a woman doesn't love art enough to support his man as he starts an art gallery? Drizzle Drizzle. Drizzle Drizzle means support me. This is one of my newest Airbnbs. Prove to me that you're not broke and book this property for a week, fly out to Dallas and show me that you're not a brokey and that you are my equal, Drizzle. Drizzle Drizzle means buy me another one of these to show me you appreciate the same kind of art that I appreciate, Drizzle Drizzle. But you know what Drizzle Drizzle really means? It means that I should not have to ask. You should be able to feel my energy. If I have to ask, I don't want it. If you wanted to, you would. Drizzle Drizzle means that if you're broke, don't even reply to this video. This is a non-broke conversation, Drizzle Drizzle.
Now, let's say that this brother is doing his thing. He well-off photographer, artist, this, that, or the third, or any other occupation that a man can have to be successful. Men work hard. Men work hard. And we tired of running into women who's using the same language towards us that he was just using in this video towards y'all women. That's the sarcasm behind it. That's reverse psychology. Men with means and resources, we work hard. We got money. We not trying to have people dating us and everything that come out of their mouth is that they're a liability. And they're entitled. They feel as though they're entitled for everything that a man works hard for, and they're a liability. They're a vacuum. They're a vampire. They're not going to do anything but suck up all of that man's resources while they're not even smart enough to put anything back. So that's what y'all being hit with the Drizzle Drizzle. When the motherfucker's like, hey, nah, you gonna pay this bill. Or nah, if you can't, book my Airbnb and build with me and put some money in my pocket and show me that you're not a brokey, then you're a liability. If you can't show me that you're not gonna tear this kingdom down that I built, if you can't show me that to some degree, some way, somehow, then you're a fucking liability. Drizzle Drizzle. Now, y'all ladies need to take this information, sit down with it, and just think about all of that dumb shit that y'all trying to mold yourself to be, while at the same time wanting a man in your life. You want a man in your life, but you're molding yourself to all of this ugly nonsense that's not going to get you a man who is going to go buy this piece of artwork, invest into this Airbnb, get into this art gallery, travel over here to do photo shoot. All of that shit y'all molding yourself to is not going to put you in the presence of that kind of man for the long term. It'll put you in the presence of that man to be able to use his resources so that he can get a nut for the night. Yeah, he will allow you to enjoy his resources. He know what the fuck he doing. That's how he's gonna fuck you. Yeah, I'll let you, experience some of these resources. But we gonna end up on that mattress at the end of the night, or on a kitchen counter or something, or some other slutty area that I can slut you out. Other than that, he's not going to allow you to use him for his resources long term. Not if he's not a simp. And that's the difference between that man and a simp. You get yourself a simp, which y'all ladies like, and we call them simps. They just bitch ass niggas. You get yourself a simp, he will allow you to suck up all of his resources, what you think that you're obligated to. So let's agree that you think you're obligated to it, right? He will allow you to suck up all of his resources because he's a simp. And then at the end of the day, you discard him, throw him to the side, and y'all know what y'all be doing. You throw that nigga to the side and he broke. Anybody else who come across his path after you, that nigga broke. He ain't got no more resources. Because you's a hoover.
I can't switch the fact that we are only attracted to 20% of men. Okay, I can't change that. I can't change the fact that half of women, by 2030, this is 6 years away, half of women are going to be single and childless. This was a study done by bankers, not people that have a political agenda. So if you're married, women are going to be fighting for whoever you got. They're going to be, and the women already do that. Women want to be, I always say though, if we banned side chicks, if we made it illegal or something, the first people that would complain are women. There are women that go to NBA games trying to get men to cheat on their wives. This is, if you have a guy that other women like, that's just what it's gonna be. And, I didn't make that world. This was the fault of our grandmothers and great-grandmothers. I didn't do it.
Woo! Prelly thing said that.
You might ask yourself, why would bankers do a study to draw numbers from about that situation, about women, single women, dating, and whatever else was in that, could be in that study that resulted in half of women are going to be single by 2030? Because capitalism targets women. Bankers will target women. Marketing, advertising, commercials will target women because women are the biggest consumers of both genders. So they will target women to, get to solicit you loans and other banking services and advertisers and corporations to solicit you to buy their products. And so they do studies like this. And this is a area of consumerism, capitalism, and marketing that was created with the feminist movement decades before now. It was created to pull a woman away from her man dependently, have her be independent to the point where she becomes a cat lady or becomes so independent that she ends up unmarried without children at the end of her life, to pull her away from that man so that she is another income, a single soul income separate of a man. And of the two parties, the man and the woman, capitalism is going to pull more from the woman than they will the man. The man is going to be frugal with his money. The woman, she's going to spend more than him. So this was propaganda with the feminist movement. It was sold to you women by Cosmopolitan magazine, and the writer and editor of Cosmopolitan from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, she's a woman, and she said that was their strategy. They marketed the whole independent feminine agenda to you in the Cosmopolitan magazine just to pull you away from the man as another source of another source of funds for them to make money off of. You know, be independent, get your own job, so on and so forth. And so that's why bankers would get into, you know, doing studies on this shit. And then where half of y'all women gonna be single, it's because the other half, the other 50% of all women are dealing with 20% of all men. And the 50% who are single, as a matter of fact, they just don't have a relationship, but it doesn't mean they ain't getting fucked on by those other 20%. Because those other 20%, a small percentage of them, which would be 1% of those men, of the 20%, they're top earners. They are the, you know, guys who can pay for several pieces of property, have several pieces of real estate, have, you know, several zeros in a bank account. Those kind of guys that are the top earners, they're fucking on all the women for them, for those of them, those guys who aren't monogamous. And most guys at that level, they aren't monogamous anyway, because they have their pick of the litter. And then for the other guys who aren't the high earners that's in that 20%, they're just the good looking guys. They're the guys who are stunning to look at. And they fucking on all you women. And the guy who's stunning to look at, it don't have to actually be his looks. It could just be his charisma, his swag. He's stunning as far as his aura. He's stunning to look at, stunning and that to that degree. So a lot of these swag guys who ain't top earners and they really ain't about shit, all of y'all women getting pregnant by all of them. And that's the whole idea behind Choose Better. That's the whole idea behind your boy Brandon Jamal stepping on y'all single moms' necks and letting y'all have it, because y'all picking the shitty guy. All of y'all are picking the same quantity of shitty guys out of 100% of men. Y'all picking that same 20% of shitty guys because of his presentation, his beautiful presentation to you, whether that's physically, figuratively, technically. Y'all all fucking the same guys and getting pregnant by them. And all these guys end up being losers. So y'all can't marry the 1% of high earners because he has his pick of the litter. He doesn't want to marry all of y'all, or he's probably already married. He has a specific woman that he's married to while he's, you know, doing his thing with y'all other women, or, you know, so many things in there why y'all not married to him. And then the other guys who ain't shit, obviously y'all not married to him, because y'all just trying to hold him down just because of the feeling, emotional, the giddiness that you get from being around him, or the sex that you get, getting fucked on by him, so on and so. That's the only reason that y'all trying to hold him down. And then y'all try to change him to make him into the good man that y'all need him to be. But he ain't on that shit because he never thought to be with you in that way. He's just the guy who can easily get sex from women because y'all like the way he look. So he's just fucking on all of y'all. And that's just what he gonna do. He ain't trying to support you. He ain't trying to be a dad. He ain't trying to support the kids. He ain't trying to be nothing exemplary about him. He ain't even trying to be a top earner, because he don't have to. He getting his dick wet all the time. He ain't got to go out there and be a top earner to get women. So that's how what the bankers found out in their study. That's how that winds up being true. Where 50% of y'all motherfuckers is gonna be unmarried, gonna be single. The other 50% is all gonna be sharing the same 20% of guys. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but I'm saying if you want your own guy, if you want a monogamous guy, then you have to get out of that 20% of men and be a good woman, go to the other 80% and get you that monogamous thing. Otherwise, you're gonna be over there where ain't no monogamy at all, and that just is what it is.
Do you guys want some proof that what I'm doing is necessary?
Look at this shit.
Do you still think I'm mean? Am I still an asshole? Or am I just tired?
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Now, that's a real toy, and it looks like it's ethnic, basically urban, black, which 10 times out of 10 is going to be sought after by young black girls, because it has the whole ethnic design to it. Look, y'all women need to understand psychology and get y'all minds right. It's okay for a motherfucker to be proud that they survived hardship and that they are surviving a hardship that they probably are responsible for in their life. Y'all responsible for y'all selections and who y'all choose and how that puts you at a certain place in your life with kids and being unmarried. And y'all responsible for that. Accountability. But where a person overcomes that, it's nothing wrong with being proud of that. But you don't make that pride a thing as such as be a proud single mom. No, you fucking idiot. Don't be a single mom. Be a married mom. But for those who have something to be proud of as a single mom because they are exemplary as a single mom, a mother where the dad is not there. They're exemplary. They've overcome. They produce for their family. They raise their kids right, so on and so forth. And they're fit, feminine, and friendly. They're not these ugly, masculine bitches. But you can celebrate that. Of course you should celebrate things in life like that. But don't make it some kind of gimmick. Because that's what it has become. Like, because there are women out there that are single mothers whom we can be proud of. We're supposed to be proud of all of you. That's a fucking gimmick. And that's what y'all have made it. Because for the most part, the majority of the time, the single mom situation is a fucking travesty. So that's why y'all being attacked. That's why. Because y'all psychology about the whole situation is fucked up. Y'all not thinking this shit through correctly. Y'all not even using mental prowess on this shit. Y'all just in y'all feelings and you're getting fucked on and shooting out kids and being all in your feelings about the fears you have, raising them alone, and all other emotions y'all have going on with y'all while y'all getting fucked on and popping these babies out by yourself. Not doing any thinking at all. When you should have been thinking before you popped them babies out. Before you allowed yourself to get in your feelings with some nigga, some Chad, some Tyrone, sticking dick all in you because you allowed yourself to get in your feelings with this motherfucker. before you started thinking. And that's where you should have started at, was thinking your way through situations in life. And that's social interactions too. You got to think your way through social interactions. And where you don't, that's where you lack accountability. And where y'all women are blaming on youth, that's where fathers need to be in the home. And that's where parenting comes in. That's where fathers need to give that experience and that knowledge and information to their kids, so that their kids know how to think through social situations. And that could be a mom and a dad tag team thing. They should be. Or where the dad's not there, it should be a mother thing. Or where the mother's not there, it should be a dad thing. Well, y'all want to blame it on youth. Look, we start building better home structures for the kids along the lines of growing them to be thinkers by way of interacting with them to teach them how to think, because we're thinkers ourselves. Then we'll cut down on some of this bullshit. Hey, as always, I appreciate y'all checking out the channel. If y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. But better yet, subscribe to the channel. I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to hit that subscribe button, but it'll mean a lot to me. So until next time, y'all be easy.